Good afternoon. Sorry for later. Hello, can you hear me? Can you hear me, please? Hello. Hello, Shari. Can you hear me? Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, hi Anjum. Yeah, I can hear you. Thank you.
Okay, great. How are you keeping? You
Yeah,
okay? Okay, so we'll start. Any particular question you like to ask first?
I would like to go through the modules. Oh,
Okay, I sent you the sample assignment yesterday. Have you received in the chat box? Sorry, on the WhatsApp group.
yeah, I got that one. Yeah.
Okay, have you? If you look it, I'll just open again. Huh? Okay, other sample should be on our Moodle page. Okay, so this is your. Okay, so we need to look this page, table of contents as we discussed. Yes, you know how to create table of contents, or you want me to demonstrate? Okay, so this is, and I'll take you back to assignment 3 as well. Okay, so this is our assignment brief, and that's this is the unit specification, and we have the learning outcome. So during our lessons, we learn about LO1. That was the lesson 1, where we explain the importance of professional behavior, compliance with the accounting standard. We had a discussion under 1.1. Then we have assessment criteria, ethical requirement in the corporate reporting, important of ethics, threat of the risk, types of risk we discuss, and ethics come under the principal approach instead of rule-based approach. Okay, these are the 2 assessment criteria. If we scroll down, we already had a discussion about professional behaviors, ethics, consequences of unprofessional behavior, understand different accounting bodies, which we had some, these are all the professional bodies, and we have accounting standards. Standard is help, to increase, the trust of the client, and that's why the crucial is to reduce, the creative accounting elements and fulfill, the legal and the ethical requirement. And standard, the law is the rules, and the ethics are the moral principles. That's the key. Really, we need to be focused. That discussion can be relevant to. Okay, so if you want, please, if you are discussing about the professional behaviors in accounting and you want to find article, copy the link, please. And this, you're looking, and just like next to that, type ACCA article. If you look, please, ACCA article on professional behaviors, so you will see their professionalism and ethics. According to, you can pick, if you want to use the reference, please, you can use the reference as the whole link. You can say ACCA 2025 and full link in the reference page, that become Harvard reference style. Okay, are you aware of Harvard reference style, or you want me to explain you? Yes, there are plenty of examples given, so you can pick few examples that will help to address the learning outcome itself. So please, as per the sample assignment, I'll take you back, and this is or sample assignment. So we can write a little bit introduction, but this is assignment about why is important professional behaviors, and then there is a discussion on the professional behaviors, important of behaviors. You will see there is the reference. So we can include the reference. If you go in the reference page, you can find IFA, International Federation for Accountant, and 2018. And because, if you go back to, and you can update, that this can be 2025. Yes, because the most of the stuff is the same. So professional behavior, that's, you can discuss on, you can include further stuff as ethics and ethical principle, as I mentioned, ACCA article on any other book, where you can accounting standard and compliance, stakeholders in organization using the financial data, the financial information is influence on them to make the right decision, that and the different accounting standard. If you want to mention specific, you can IACW, these are all the professional bodies, ethical requirements as accounting standard. We have threads if you want to include, like self-interest, self-review. So these are safeguarding. Of course, you have to make sure you draw the safeguard, like, the not one person, same person issuing the invoice, purchase order, same person giving credit, and same person receiving the money. So that can be a huge risk, and that's, it can be compromised professional code of ethics when we have to draw the safeguard. Of course, if you're involved in briberies and all, of course, that is recent, unethical behaviors, the laws of financial reporting framework, different standard. If you want to, you can, where we mention their different accounting standards. So you can discuss few, you don't need all. And the weaknesses of these frameworks, that's why we have the creative accounting problems. Okay, so that's there's a lot of discussion. That's, is your task one. Yeah, so if we look, there is up to, so that's your meeting the task one requirement. Any question there? Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Thank you.
Okay, is it okay for you can discuss about, and when you writing your assignment, when you do your assignment, so please, what you can do, if you go back to the unit content, yes, which is mean the unit specification, you have this indicative content. So if you're explaining all these, the key words like, so that's meet, whole criteria. Even you discuss few, because this is the learning, but actually assessing them, you're explaining in your own words. And
1 second, sorry.
so this is the indicative contents, yes, for LO1. And LO1, and if I'll take you back to our assignment brief, as shown yesterday, if you look this assignment brief, you've been given the assignment brief, yes, and you've been asked task one. Under task one, you have two assessment criteria, which is LO1, LO2, yes. So if I'll open lecture slide for you as well, so I'll show you. You have all these slides as well, even, yes. If you look this, and we had a discussion about ethics, yes. So we had, so if you look here, this is 1.1, exactly the same way you write it. Yes, because we divide it. So when you're answering 1.1 and 1.2, you're meeting the criteria under task one. That's, is our LO1. Yes, professionalism, why is important. Yes, conceptual framework, characteristic of financial statement, why need to be true and fair information. And then we have these accounting standard. You can discuss some of them, and that's, the meeting the criteria of our LO1. That's all discussion is relevant to LO1. Of course, as much you want to expand, you can, but if you just, you will see the discussion on the threads, yeah. That's we discuss about different types of threats. Sorry, I'll take you back. These are all accounting standards we discussed in our lesson, and in ethics we discuss about these type of threats. If you want to add some of them, so account and job to be and reduce these threats, not compromise the professional podcast. Okay, so please, if you're struggling, you open the sample assignment, add few bit and pieces more, rewrite it, add the reference new, and that's will done. Is it okay? That's the simplest form.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, so if you go back to the task 2, sorry, within the task 1, 2.1 and 2.2, open your lesson 2 slides, PowerPoint slides, look within your LO2 slides. So that's our LO2. And we discuss about financial statement, different entities. Like this is the pro forma profit and loss for companies and sole traders. If we'll go scroll down, we already had a discussion about the qualities, adjustment in, we discuss about even accrual prepayment within it, because that's adjustment. If you want to merit criteria, you can include most stuff, otherwise you can keep simple. And I refer back to the task, I gave you the Osborne handouts as well. That's, I'll take you back to assignment brief again. Okay, so if you look now, the second is 2.1 and 2.2. So 2.1 and 2.2, if I go back to the unit specification, what is 2.1 and 2.2 is the discussion about understand the appropriateness financial reporting framework and financial performance. So if you're discussing about revenues or IFRS 617, yes, about the IAS 15, which is about revenue. So that's you can leases IAS 17. If you're discussing those a bit, you're explaining types of lease, sole trader partnership, the difference between those and their layout of financial statement. If you want to add examples, that's meet the criteria. So these are the keywords or indicative content for our LO2. Yes, which is also part of your task code. So in task 1, there are 2 LOs assessing under one task. Okay, so if we look there are the example, the prepayment, accrual basis, accrual concept, then included the example of the financial statement with, if you want, from trial balance adjustment, if you want to show, you can, or otherwise just, prepare your, show the statements. If you're struggling, you can snip it from our, the handout which I gave you, and you can copy and paste there. Underneath, you can explain. You will see there, these are the statements. If you want to change the figures in the same statement, you change a bit figures, and this is the comparison is given here. Yes, so profit of the both, the companies, well, all those X and Y, we discuss about the performance. Huh? Okay, so this was the task 1 and 2.1 and 2.2 address. So if I'll take you back to our task 2, what we're supposed to do in task 2. Okay, can you see task 2 now, please? Yes, in task 2 is about, if we look there underneath is a given LO3. Yes, task 2 is LO3. So first they ask us 3.1, include the cash flow statement, incorporate, associate, and the group structure. If you're including the cash flow statement and you're discussing about group structure, and then you're preparing the consolidated statement with some adjustments, it meet all the criteria of merit and distance. Yes, I gave you the separate handout for this consolidated group statement. If not, you go back to open your lecture slides. This is LO3 slide, which I already shared you on our via WhatsApp, and those are available on our Moodle page. Yes, we had a discussion about group. We discuss about, and then this is first, the prepare the group accounts, including the statement of cash flow. So you prepare the statement of cash flow, operating, investing, financing activities. If you've shown, thus, meet the criteria. And this is under IS 7, we prepare whichever method. Then we have the question available if you want to pick from this handout, Osborne handout. 6.3, 6.4 is the relevant. If not, you have the Kaplan handouts as well. Yes, which is I send you, I shared with you on our, and plus is available on our Moodle page. So then we have the 3.2, which is prepare the group accounts associate. So you can group account normally IFRS 10. Yes, the group structure, parent and subsidiary, the steps are given, and I shared with you the handout which is called consolidated group statements. And if you want, the chapter is 8 of Osborne handout, question 8.4 to 8.5, those are relevant. You can pick the example, you can copy and paste, and you can underneath explain. Okay. 3 point prepare involved in changing the group structure. If you adjustment within the group structure, like new companies, intra-company trading that meet the criteria of merit and even distensions with extras, adjustments within it. Are you explaining intra-company profit? We need to eliminate it. That's, meet the criteria of uh, LO3. Is it okay? And if you're struggling, go back to your sample as well. Plus, the sample is available on the Moodle as well. You see there, they showed 60% J and Y, they owe it. Yes, they prepared the group. X is the parent, Y is, and J are the company. So they prepare the group structure, consolidated statement of, profit and loss, combining both companies' asset and liabilities and preparing things according to this. So they prepared, summarize the profit and loss. They done the balance sheet of both companies together as a consolidated, and they change the group structures. Now is 80% is shown, and that's, they meet the criteria. So it not mean, because it's not exam based, is the assignment based course. So you can pick example, you can explain little bit underneath, and explanation given in the handout, or you can pick, activities from uh, the handout which I gave you, Osborne, Kaplan, ACC article on, and you can pick the example from, throw it underneath, you can explain and reference it. That meets the criteria. Is it okay?
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay, so now next please the task, which is the last task of assignment. So if you go next task, which is task 3, which is about the financial ratio. This is most easiest task really. If you need template, I can share with you. You can copy and, put the figures, formulas are given, just adding the, interpret the financial statement using ratio. So here you can pick any example like Morrison and Tesco, and you look their ratios and compare it there, which one is performing better, and the stakeholders can use and make the decision based on. So ratio is the comparison between two numbers. It shows the relationship. When we say current asset divided by current liability, it shows that current asset and current liability. Asset should be more than, because normally current ratios is 2 to 1. £2 worth of asset, £1 worth of liability is better in the business. So I can share with you the separate handout for just for the ratios. Huh? If you need, underneath is all the interpretation, and you can rewrite and say, if you want, article is available, which I already shared with you in on the WhatsApp group. is ACCA article on financial ratio. Yes, maybe you can say, come on, ratio is not a hard and fast rule. We have to look around the current economics environment according to the best political, economic, social, and technology. Because at the moment, base rate is went down to 4%. Inflation is went up to 4.5% now. And if you look on ONS website, which is called Office of National Statistics, you can reference, you can argue according to ONS website inflation. So we not rely on just ratios. GDP is going down, inflation is going up, unemployment rate is going up. That's indicate the economic factors we need to be look around. If you want, you can explain more and you can put the reference there. So that's your is about the ratio. So if you look in the sample assignment, so you've been given yourself your competitor ratios, competitor one, competitor two. You can say company A, company B, company C. No problem. That's absolutely fine. They're saying their profitability ratio is this person in these years. So if you look the net profit ratios, their return on capital employed is there. Yeah, and the formula sheet which we shown and the formula given in the lecture slide for week 4. So please, you can use the week 4 slides and you've been explained. So I can quickly show you week 4 slides as well, and I'll share with you separate handout on the ratio if you need, I can. Okay, so please. So here are all the ratios formula. What this each ratio measure about is all being explained. Here is the formula sheet which we included the ratios and the formulas. Here is the interpretation of the ratios, what shows. If you're calculating return on capital employed, is help to measure the return made by the company on the both loans and the debt. Yes, against, the share. So that's, is the explanation. And we can look around the industry benchmark. So that's here. We already compared the two companies, the Nika and Papika, and that's, the handout which is given. So I can share with you in the chat box if you want, again. Okay, so just 1 minute, I can reshare with you. So the ratios article and ratio question.
Yeah, could you please email this one? Is it possible to email this one for me, please?
Yes, sure.
Yeah, I'm gonna
type your email address, please.
Yeah.
So I can send you all in your mailbox.
Yeah. Could you please send a more sample assignment, please? Yeah.
Yes, sure. I'll locate, but if you look on the Moodle page, you can find as well. Okay, yes, please. Okay, no worries. I am going to send you this.
Yeah.
So I'll forward you this now. Any other question?
That's it. Thank you so much for your time, sir.
No, very welcome. So just a matter of, writing, using snipping and adding the examples. Yep, explaining. You can send me wherever I think, there you're slightly, in the structure wise, I'll assist you and put the reference there for you and I'll guide you accordingly. Yeah.
Okay.
No worries. So you have the sample, you have the handout. I'm going to send you again in your email address. Yeah.
Yeah. I want more sample, please. Yeah, so I have more confidence,
Yes, sure. I'll locate more samples, but in the meanwhile, if you log in on the Moodle page, you have one sample there. One I send you, it means you have two. Yes.
Yeah.
Plus locate more, I'll send you more as well. Huh?
Yeah. So, is the what do the question is already there in the model?
Yes, everything you have in within. I gave you the separate any example you can pick it for the answer the question. Huh?
I mean, the assignment is like our tax assignment for the exam purpose is already there, or
Yes.
okay.
Okay, so everything is there, assignment briefs and all resources. Plus, I'm going to send you the stuff. Why?
Okay, so okay.
Okay. If any question you have, you're on the WhatsApp and I'm on the WhatsApp. You can drop.
Yeah. I got your personal number as well. I think in the last time Texas.
I think so. We spoke before.
Yeah, yeah.
So no worries. Whenever you need me, so drop me message and I will call you and we can discuss.
All
Even
right.
other than that, no worries.
All right. Thank you so much for
Okay.
your
Have
time.
a good day. Nice to speak to you.
Thank you. Thank you. Bye bye.